come here. Thank you. 已经开始录了吗？Okay. So now we continue to the property management. Beside the above two, the third is for the property management, the financial management services. That is real estate management and consultancy, and development and renting, and your investment management. So including these three important parts. Okay. So now I will use Professor Yan's PowerPoint because he did very good. I think I cannot over his work, so I just use his. I'm sorry. Yes, continue. Okay, very good. You see, this is the. So the first, I keep it in the full screen, and then you will see. Very good. Also, he has many certificates, So I think it's very good. We also invite him to our school for a lecture before. So you should be thinking about the things, including authorities and who use this, and who is the manager and who is the owner. So this including the life services and supporting for your business. And then is the property to use it, and the owner and the management. That is the property management. And this is the object. Object means your property and real estate. So what means the maintenance and the management for the building and the environment. So it including the human and right and your things. So I don't think I have to explain again. The property management including three parts, major part. The first is the maintenance and the application services for the building and the environment. The second is the life and business supporting service. And the third is the real estate, or your financial management for your real estate. And then, okay, so it's almost the same. There's talking about the building and the who is the user and what is your property. So first one is the life services and the business supporting services. It's like hours made, and your distribution and repairs and maintenance, and for caring of kids, and renting for your places in your communities. And the second is the application management, the general affairs, and your civil engineering and repairs, maintenance, and your electricities and equipment maintenance, and your safety management and disaster prevention, and your cleaning and sanitary services. And then there is your investment deposit management. It is the facility management, feasible assessment of your development. For example, if you want to build a house, build a recreation area, or build a big building for selling to make money. But is it possible? So this is called a feasibility study. Then is the application management, planning, and help you to execution and renting services, and for your broker. Okay, then we will have the third. Because it is very important, because property management make you rich. So there is an investment management. So if you have a budget, if you have a lot of fund, you want to investment for some special topic, then the property management will help you to do a feasibility study to know whether it is possible or not. Then that is more practical. That is only for managing the building, only building management. That is means when the building is already completed, then you help the owner to managing the whole building, including all the facilities, all the equipment, and how to save the energy, save the electricity, save the water, and how to prevent the thief, or doing the security management. There is so many kinds. So we have a lot of things to do. So you don't have to worry about losing your job because so many things to do. Yeah, and then there is a questionnaire if you want to. So this is a very good topic of your thesis, your master thesis. You can use this and doing a questionnaire and sending to many places, and you can finish your master thesis. It's very easy. So you don't have to worry that you cannot graduate from this school because so many topics you can do. Everything you can do in our university, in our graduate school, in our institute. Okay, and then we will have the second, as there are so many. Okay, the most important is live servicing. Live servicing means that you provided the best services for the people or for your customers, and you use your servicing capabilities to help them to have a better living. So this is the living services. So now it is not only for cleaning and security services, it including many, and also including logistic study, distribution and selling, convenience store, included in our property management. So there are many a variety of topics that we can study. But the most important is we have to know the functions of the building, because the building is very complicated. You have facilities, light, fan, or cooling system, air conditions, or you have, if you are a school, there are also tables, chairs, blackboard, or your windows. They are all including your properties. So you have to manage it very well. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of money in your equipment servicing. So how to provide it best live services? The first is to provide the correct information services, including the human resource consultancy, and you have to know very well about all the people living in these communities. Then you should have a very good channel, because when people said that my water supply system was not working today, so what can you do? You have to immediately call the maintenance, to repair the water supply system. And then maybe somebody wants to have a special services, then you should provide this for the people. Okay, the most important is to provide the correct information, just like what you can do for these communities, what you can do. So there are many things you can do. So, but the first is the correct information. For example, some in the communities there are a variety of people. Some are too old, very old people, the man and his wife, all over 90 years old. Okay, is a case. What can you do for them? Maybe you should provide a lunch, or also provide the dinner for them. Okay, this is special services. Now, you can provide it. This is like a hotel, right? Like a hotel. You provide everything. You help them to do everything. Okay, and then the servicing also including another type. It depends on the different lifestyle. Some people are, the husband and wife are working, so they are double income, no kid. Maybe this is the case, okay? So they just don't want other people to disturb them. So you should know, their habit. And then we also have another. Now it is very important that it is not everything we can do as a perfect manager of property management. You are not allowed to do everything, because some places only belongs to the owner. That is privacy. You cannot enter in, right? And the other price. So what you can do is only the public places you can do. You cannot enter into the personal house, right? Because it is not allowed. You can only do this place and this, and it's special. It is only for a special part. That is this part. So this is only what you can do for these three parts. Otherwise, you cannot do anything. The first one is for the the people in and out, and the ornament, and waste management, and elevators, and what is the best time for your working hours. If too late, then the people will complain. And if somebody does not allow following the rule of the community, what can you do, right? So there are many things you have to do. That is for the managers. And then is the safety management. So this is very important, especially for the property manager. You should design a very good for this. And document. Document means that you have to understand who is living in these communities. And then facilities management. It is, if you buy a car, then you will have a maintenance handbook, right? But if you buy a house, more than 10 million, but you don't have the handbook for repairing, right? I'm just asking, is there anyone have the handbook of your house? Do you have any handbook of your house? Nobody has. But do you know the network of your electricity, of your water supply? You don't know. So when the light or does not work, what can you do? So you don't know what to do, because you do not have the handbook for repairing. But it is very important for the manager, especially if you want to do the business. You have to know the very detail of your business, of your owner's building, for the very details of the network and everything, every equipment, every facilities. Okay, now we will have you see, services. If you want to know the services and service better, you have to know what is the financial organizations and what is government for housing, school, marketing, and store, and moving house ornament, and some of the civil working, and the brokers, and post police, and kid securities, and the careness and hospital, and the telephone, transportations, so many things, right? So you have to know. So everything, and the many skills you have to know, right? And so everyone could take the part you need, okay? And the management organizations, This is very important is the regulation for the communities and the owners regulation for meeting and the management committees. The others is very important. I think this is a very good topic for your master thesis is the communication in the community, the communication skill in the communities, the complaining, or what is the complaining, how can you treat the complaining from the owners, and how can you transfer the opinion to the key person, and what is the record for your maintenance, and what is your boarding, and who is your consultancy. Then the last is the maintenance of the environment and the maintenance of the building, the security management and the safety management, and the prevention for disaster, prevention for fire, and safe and emergency response. Emergency response, how to treat the emergency response, and the cleaning management, this general and bigger garbages, and disinfections, and for the mouse and the prevention. Like now is dengue fever. Now is who know dengue fever? Anyone know dengue fever? Yeah, now is the dengue fever. It's also part of our work. How can we prevent the dengue fever? How can we? Do you know? It's very difficult, but it is part of our. If you are now studying this, you should care about this event. Okay, it's also very important. The dengue fever, sanitary and facility management, equipment management, and maintenance and control items, and the general affair management, postage, meeting, move in, move out, and what is the fee for management, and then other regulation. And then there's a financial management. Do you know how much for a community collecting the management fee? How much? 1 month or 1 year? Is it able to more than 1 billion? Say, your community, how much is your community? So for 1 year, for all the community. The whole community? Whole community. I mean for the 大学思乡, how much will you collect for 1 year? Very hard. So for one unit, how much? One house. Is it 5,000 NT dollars? 4,000. And how many households in your? 300. Calculate how much? 300乘以4000，一个月，and 一年多少？算算看。300乘以4000 right? 4,300. Huh? 1.2 million per month. 啊？一年4000块，300户，对不对？4万。好啊？一年是120万，那一个月大概一个月100多万吧，那一年大概1000多万。You know some places maybe the same or bigger, they can more than 1 billion. They're total, because you know 1 year you will save, you will have more than 10 million. Then maybe collecting for 10 years it become 10 billion or 1 billion or more than billion. So you know the financial management is very important. You know, if somebody you meet a bad man, okay, so then we'll kick it out, okay. So you lost everything. You know, it's very usual, very common. Usually it happens very common, often, right? So the financial management is very important. So, and that is for the inspection, and who against the regulation, how to treat the person who against the regulation, and the others. That is now our courses is a chain, right? Chain. So you should have some companies providing the service. You are not able to do everything by yourself because everything is very professional. So you should have many of the name list of the company. Then they can help you to do the things of all of these things. So and then there's something. It's also very important is the community activities. That is the most important because some communities they want their community is a very high level, so need a very good qualities communities activities every year, just like closing the year, or Merry Christmas, or New Year's Eve. They will have some of the celebrations, or in the mid-July they will worship for the ghost. Okay, so it's also very important, but you should understand that even you do not trust or you are not, but you should together with them to arranging all of these activities. And sometimes if good communities, you need many of the lecturers for the talent class, the culture lectures, and also for the art and information. Or better, maybe some communities has the e-news, e-news. Okay. Also, they have their own website, so they can chat together in the web. Okay. And something that are more complicated for the small things. Okay, so now you know what is the role. Now, so we can do many things. We can do many things for the property management. This is also the live services thing. So I don't think I have to explain more clearly because we have already know. But our target is to help the residents to have a high qualities, and they feel they are respectful, right? And they can satisfy all their need in the society need or in the safety need, and solve their problems and give them the consultancy services and give him all the channel what we can provide it. And this is the most important for the live servicing. And there is now what is SOP, the whole name of SOP, Standard Operation Procedure. Standard Operation Procedure. So that is everything because you don't know. But I already have the experience, so I write down all the possible solutions and the possible ways to do these things as a standard procedure. So we call it Standard Operation Procedure. It is called the SOP. So SOP is there's the front desk. So most important is for the front desk. In the community, front desk and the visiting reception for the visitors, and sending your clothes for washing, and taxis and the fee, and also the residents move in and move out. What is the procedure? It's more important. You see that if you are a building, it's a house, high-rise building. You always have an elevator, right? So when the people move in and they want to do their ornament, what should you do if you are a manager of the property? So you should ask them to give some wearing, otherwise they will damage the mirror, right? The mirror in the elevator. You understand? So this is moving. What is the important is the standard procedure. Move in and move out. You should mention. Okay, so I think. So it is almost for the end of this. Okay, now we will going to the next one. Is now as for the Taipei city government, they have a plan to to subcontract all of their property. The city government, Taipei city government has owned a lot of places, building, and they now wanted to share this managing service for all the property management company. So this is the opportunity for all of us. Every year they will spend more than billions, 10 billion, 1,000 billions funding this budget. So it is our opportunity. But most important is what can we do? If you can, you should write a proposal, right? Proposal. If you cannot write a proposal, then you do not have the opportunities. So very important. It's just like if you say I have no job, but and I say I give you an opportunity and I hire you as the manager of 101. So I'm sorry, I cannot do. Okay, so very important. What can you do? It's not I want to find a job. It is what can you do? I will ask her, and you say I can do this. Okay, very good. You have many opportunities, many chances to do these things, but you do not have the skill. You don't have any opportunities. That is now we have a very good opportunities to. You see, that's all the offices, the house in the building, and the swimming pool, and the elevator, the bridges, the structure. Under the bridge, there are just like a flower market, flower market under the bridge. So that will help to the property management company. So it is not very difficult. Everyone, I think you could all together, maybe you could form a property management company. Then you will have the opportunity. Then our senior, Mr. Guo, he founded his company about 3 years, and now is very big. I think not the top one, but it's very good in the top 10 of the property management company. And many of the house building near the Xinyi district are managed by Jingwen University, Jingwen Property Management Company. So I think you have the opportunities. So like this, if you have the feeling something like an artist, then you are managing a museum, okay? We are the best manager, but an artist, a writer, not a good manager, will lose their money. But if we manage them by our students, I think we'll make money. So we are the best manager. So here is, there's a very famous university in Hong Kong. It's a Hong Kong Chinese University, Hong Kong Chinese University. All the facilities in the university are managed by the property management company. Property management company. Even the house, cleaning, or students' dormitory are all managed by a company, by the property management company. So very good opportunity. But now maybe someday Jingwen University and say that we will subcontract, have a contract to a company who can help us to managing our campus. You want to do? 1 billion per year, okay? Okay, so there are many ways. I don't think we have to go into detail, but just to tell you that you have the opportunity, right? You have the opportunity set. This is in Hong Kong. This is a manager, very good manager, and he said, and I just copy some of the slides from his PowerPoint. And that is the trend and development of the property management. So it is including the security, cleaning, maintenance, and the gardening, and the traditional. Spatially it is a spatial. It is very stable. But if you want to make, a lot of money, bigger money, it's not only in the building services. You are not able to make a great amount of money, because if you want to make a lot of money, then you have to go into the more detail in the land development. That is another course, not in this course. Land development, okay? And it needs the people had the patience and willing to communicate with people. So it is a very good. But for the changing of the societies, now we are not saying that property management. We are only say property management servicing for property management, and we are not saying management center. We are saying the customer service center, customer servicing center. So we are CRM, Customer Relation Management Center, CRM center. It is a management center. So that is before, but now we're changing into a new style. So we are all servicing. So our course is the service of property management. Service. It's not only in management, only service. We are doing the servicing. Okay. So now it's changing. Is we have more complicated, multiple dimensions for the servicing, providing so many kinds of servicings, even to for the umbrella service. Okay, it is more important is real estate selling. Okay, why should we? Because this is also important to us. Sometimes when we are doing servicing for communities, we know the information. This is an empty house. This is an empty house. This is an empty house. So we have the opportunity to catch this house in a very low prices, right? This is information. So we call this now the age is called knowledge economy. You see, knowledge economy, 知识经济. So what is the topic? A special type. Knowledge economy means that in before, knowledge is a representation of your level. 过去知识是地位的代表 but now knowledge is the basic tool for making money. 但是现在呢，知识是你要赚钱的唯一的方法，没有知识赚不了钱。这个是很残忍啊！我现在用中文在讲，因为这个很重要。就是常常有很多人跟我讲，学历无用，博士满街跑，什么硕士多如狗，什么是不是？但是别忘了哦，博士满街跑，但是博士找不到工作就去抢硕士的工作，是不是这样？所以那硕士怎么办？硕士抢不到工作就抢大学的工作，对不对？大学抢不到工作呢？你就是抢高中生要做的工作。高中生呢？当然你如果不计较就 OK。所以你这中间你不会变动，你就没有机会了。所以这就是讲说为什么这就是知识经济的特质，就是学历非常重要。知识经济的特质我学经济学，我很清楚，就是知识经济的特质就是过去知识你一个学位是代表你的身份地位，但是现在呢，这个知识它变成你没有知识，你无法在这个社会立足因为人家你说我在做物业管理，但是你没有这个知识，你一定管不过人家。很多物业管理公司的老板都跑来这边来读 读那个夜间部读硕专班，我们很多同学学长都是这样啊，他们都已经是大老板，照样再来念。为什么？因为他必须要有这个知识，他知道没有这个知识，他没办法跟大家竞争。So very important is the certification. Your degree is not only a degree, it's money. It's money, right? So very very important. You have to know. Your knowledge is money. That is is very important for the knowledge economy age. Okay, so I just now I take some example for a hotel. Hotel is a very typical example of property management. You see, right? Your customer, your facilities, right? Your servicing is very critical, right? So I just take. But now, before we have to, now you have to understand is the information system, management system, because all of your management can be managed by a system, computer system. So all the advances hotel are managed by the system, a complete system, including hotel service, booking engine, right? You know booking. And then use a channel management and a restaurant, all the. So this is a hotel. So it including all our services like a community, right? So this is I'm saying that the information system is very important in our property management because you are not over by your brain, because your database is always smaller than the computer. Now they also have the cloud system. You know cloud system? 现在都用云端演算，所有的资料都放在云端了。那你不可能靠记忆力来，所以我们必须要靠云端，再加上一个电脑的系统来协助你来做服务。这就是这门课我们今天要讲的，就是物业管理已经迈向了电脑化的管理了。So now what I will give you an example for the information systems, how to manage, and then we will have the exercise. Then you will try to you will try to have a practice an exercise about how to design an information system for some places. Okay, and then this is I will go through very quick because it is. I won't go into detail. You can see this. This is for your platform in a computer, and then you have your reservation management, and then if you go into this system, the hotel managing system, they have many of the button and icon. You could put it into what you want to do. You just put into the icon. And then this is reservation management, and then you will have the online booking engine, online booking. You have to take care because you know your exercise will including this, okay? And then you choose your order type. What is your room service, your room services and takeaway, delivery, kitchen, and then you will have another. So this is all the servicing item. One item. Different services. There's a banquet, payroll, laundry, back office, front office, and also group booking, guest engagement, housekeeping, mini bar, reports, many. So you are using managing systems. So if you are coming from the information, you are an expert of information manager. So your master thesis can do this. It's a good topic of your master thesis. It's hotel channel management and the pros. And then this is, I don't think I have to go to these places. You can push the icon. And the second thing we'll say is enterprise resources management, okay? Because your property is your resources, right? Your property is your resources. So managing your property is managing your resources, right? Understand? your property is your resource. So, do you think how much resources you have? I have a house, I have a car, 2 dogs, 3 cats, and 1 kid. And these are all my resources, right? And how to manage of these resources is so we have a course called Enterprise Resources Management, ERM, right? So how? Okay, what is your resources in your family? What is your resources? What is your resources in your company? In your company, what is your resources in your school? So, especially for your general affair management, right? Affair management, what is your resources in your school? You have to know. Then write down the list of your resources. And you have to manage all of these resources to a good places. So this is called enterprise resources, ERP, planning. P, enterprise company resources planning. We call it management, but somebody said planning. Before management, you have to planning, right? So it is called the ERP. So if you managing communities, so you have to know the supply chain, and you have to know the customer relationship, and you have to know the knowledge management, many part, different dimension. So this is we call the enterprise resources management, including into so many places, including in so many places. So, and now we will use the computer software to write down, design the managing systems. The most important is because you have to control your cost and your qualities. Cost and qualities. This is, we also call this, one is your supplier, and you are here, and then it's your customer. So it is called a supply chain. Supply chain. So our course is service management of property management supply chain. Customer to your management and to your suppliers, how to compare together and provide the best services for all of them. That is called provided supplier chain management. Okay, most important is now you can evaluate the cost. How can you reduce your cost, right? Increase your benefit. But it's invisible management, invisible benefit. If you have the enterprise resource planning system, then you will have many of the invisible benefit. For example, what you can see is reducing your cost and increasing your quality and service qualities, and increasing your turnover of your capital, reducing your management fee. But the invisible benefit, when sometimes you need a very quick response, immediate decision making, and they can give you an immediate information providing. So this is invisible benefit. So now we come into just like a review of this course. What is the property? So house, shopping centers. This is from Hong Kong, so you know, this is office, right? Office, and this is an industrial building and commercial building. 商办大楼住办大楼okay. Other facilities, okay. This is from Hong Kong, okay. They say recreation center, 康体中心. Okay, this is all very convention center, street. Okay, so now we have a very short description of the role and function of property management. So now it is the first part, and I describe this. And then second, we will have a exercise, group exercise, right? And so this is very simple, and we also divided into two, right? So please design a property management system, right? Computer system, right? And you just writing if you are working in a school and you should design a property management for a school, okay? If you are interested in for a hospital, design a property management for a hospital, information management system. If you are interested in a commercial building, just like 101, right? 101. So you can design a property management system for a commercial building. If you are interested in a residential building, residential communities, then you can design a residential building property management systems. And also, important, please also define the necessary services item for this type of customer. If your customer is a school, your customer is a commercial building, or your customer is a hospital, or residential areas, you have different customer, right? And they have different need. So they have different necessary services item. So you have to define the necessary service item for these kind of customers. So we just like last week, we divided into two groups, right? And you should choose one kind, either this one or this one. Any kind is okay. So you can choose one kind of your business, and then you should design your system, and then we will